Namaste students. In our previous video, we have studied about the quantum numbers, in which we have studied about different shells, subshells and orbitals. Now in this video, we'll study about the shape of different orbitals, like shape of s orbital, p orbital and d orbital. So let's get started. Shape of orbitals. Now first of all, we learn about the orbitals. In our previous video, we have learned about the orbital, that what is an orbital. Orbital is a three-dimensional space around the nucleus in which the probability of finding the electron is maximum. So basically orbital is a three-dimensional space around the nucleus where which the probability of finding the electron is maximum. And in our previous video, we also studied that the probability of finding electron at any point around the nucleus can be determined with the help of the solution of the Schrodinger wave equation. Means by calculating the value of the psi and the psi square by using Schrodinger wave equation, we can able to calculate, or we can able to determine the probability of finding the electron at any point around the nucleus. This we have learnt in our previous video. Now first of all, if we'll start with the shape of the s orbital. Now shape of s orbital. In our previous video, we have also studied about the quantum numbers, and if I talk about the quantum number for s orbital. So for s orbital, if I talk about azimuthal quantum number, it will be 0, and if L will be 0, then ML, that is the magnetic quantum number, will also be 0. So for s orbital, we have a significant value of n. We have only significant value of n, that is principal quantum number. Rest L is 0, ML is also 0. So जो हमारा s ऑर्बिटल है, s ऑर्बिटल के लिए हमारी n की एक पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू होगी, प्रिंसिपल क्वांटम नंबर की एक पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू होगी. बट इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द एजिमुथल क्वांटम नंबर एंड द मैग्नेटिक क्वांटम नंबर, उसकी वैल्यू हमारी यहाँ पे क्या होगी? 0. इट मीन्स that the electron which is present in s orbital, जो इलेक्ट्रॉन हमारा कौन से ऑर्बिटल में प्रेजेंट है? s ऑर्बिटल में प्रेजेंट है. the number of shell, the number of subshell is 1 and the number of orientation is also 1. Then how we get to know that the number of orientation is 1, वो हम यहाँ पे पढ़ेंगे. Now we know that there is a physical significance of the psi square, and what is that significance? That it gives the probability of electron at any point around the nucleus. So if I draw a graph between psi square and r, what is r? R is the distance of the shell from the nucleus. So I am drawing a graph between psi square and r for one s orbital. When I draw a graph of psi square and r for one s orbital, I get a graph like this. Now from this graph, I get to know that when the distance is near the nucleus, then there is probability of finding the electron is maximum, and when the distance increases from the nucleus, the probability of finding the electron goes on decreasing. It means in one s orbital, जो probability है आपके electron find out होने की, वो सबसे ज़्यादा कहाँ पे है? Near the nucleus. And as we move far from the nucleus, the probability of getting the electron is less. Clear? And if we draw the same graph, means the graph between the psi square and r for 2s. Now here what we get? The graph like this. First it goes on decreasing, then again increasing and then decreasing. Clear? Means for 1s, हमें 1s के लिए जो ग्राफ मिला था वो क्या मिला था? Near the nucleus, the probability of finding electron is maximum. As we move far from the nucleus, the probability of finding electron goes on decreasing. If I talk about 2s, जब मैं 2s की बात कर रही हूँ, so 2s के केस में भी क्या है? The probability of finding electron is maximum near the nucleus, then it goes on decreasing, and here it touches the एक्सेस लाइन. इसने क्या टच किया है? एक्सेस लाइन को. सो व्हाट डज दिस मीन? दिस मीन दैट एट दिस पॉइंट द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ऑलमोस्ट जीरो. इस पॉइंट पे आपका क्या होगा? जो प्रोबेबिलिटी होगी इलेक्ट्रॉन फाइंड आउट होने की वो ऑलमोस्ट हमारी क्या होगी? जीरो. एंड दिस पॉइंट इज नोन एज नोडल सरफेस. दिस पॉइंट इज नोन एज नोडल surface or simply node. Clear? And then again it increases and then again decreases when the distance of that particular point increases from the nucleus. So in this way we get to know that s orbital के केस में आपका क्या होता है? जो इलेक्ट्रॉन की डेंसिटी होती है वो सबसे ज्यादा पास होती है न्यूक्लियस के, फिर वो आपके न्यूक्लियस के बाद डिक्रीज होती है, देन उसके बाद इंक्रीज होती है. नाउ व्हाट इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू ग्राफ? दैट इफ आई टॉक अबाउट 2s, clear, if I talk about 2s, in 2s I get a region where the probability of finding electron is almost zero, but that region I didn't get it 1s. 1s में मुझे वो रीजन नहीं मिल रहा है जो रीजन मुझे कहाँ मिल रहा है? 2s में. एंड इफ आई ड्रॉ ग्राफ फॉर 3s, अगर मैं 3s के लिए यहाँ पे ग्राफ ड्रॉ करूंगी, सो इन दैट ग्राफ आई गॉट टू दैट रीजन वेयर द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ऑलमोस्ट जीरो. इट मीन्स 1n एंड 2s एक तो किस वे में डिफर कर रहे हैं? आपके नोडल प्लेन या नोडल सरफेस, नॉट नोडल प्लेन, नोडल सरफेस के बेसिस पे. Second, how I get to know that the shape of the s orbital is spherical. Clear? How I get to know that the shape of s orbital is spherical? With the help of these graphs. When I plot the graph between psi square and r in 3 axes, ठीक है, डिफरेंट 3 एक्सेस में जब मैंने s ऑर्बिटल के लिए ये ग्राफ प्लॉट किया, सो आई गॉट द सेम ग्राफ इन ईच एक्सेस. हर एक्सेस में जो ग्राफ मिला मुझे वो क्या मिला? सेम मिला. एंड इट मीन्स दैट द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन इन ऑल द 3 एक्सेस इज सेम इन s ऑर्बिटल. इट मीन्स आपका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हमारा क्या है? सेम है. एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हमारा कब सेम होगा? व्हेन वी हैव अ स्ट्रक्चर एंड दैट इज स्फेयर. सिर्फ स्फेयर एक ऐसा पर्टिकुलर आपका शेप होता है जिसमें हमें 3 डायमेंशनल में जो आपका वेरिएशन होता है वो क्या मिलता है? सेम मिलता है. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस s orbital is not able to give the directional characteristics. s orbital directional characteristics नहीं देता है, means s orbital आपके मॉलिक्यूल के स्ट्रक्चर को आइडेंटिफाई करने में हेल्प नहीं कर सकता because its shape is spherical and in spherical 3 axis में जो आपका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होता है इलेक्ट्रॉन का वो क्या होता है? सेम. And if I plot the energy cloud diagram, electron cloud diagram for 1s and ps orbital, it look like, if I draw for 1s orbital, suppose this is the nucleus, and this is 1s orbital. Clear? This is near the न्यूक्लियस. सो यहाँ पे आपका बहुत ज्यादा डॉट मैंने बनाया बिकॉज यहाँ पे प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है? बहुत ज्यादा है. एंड एज आई मूव away from the nucleus, dots क्या हो जाएंगे मेरे? कम. Why? Because as we move away from the nucleus, probability of finding electron decreases. Now, if I talk about 2s, now if this is the nucleus, first of all, I'll get the probability density maximum for here. Then the probability of finding electron is 0 है. Means यहाँ पे मेरा क्या आएगा? एक एम्प्टी सरफेस. क्लियर? क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो इलेक्ट्रॉन फाइंड आउट होने की प्रोबेबिलिटी है वो ऑलमोस्ट क्या है? 0 है. एंड देन अगेन आई गेट दिस काइंड ऑफ डॉट्स. This kind of dots I get. So in this way we get to know that in 1s orbital and in 2s orbital there is a difference of the nodal plane. So 1s orbital and 2s orbital का shape spherical कैसा है? I hope you get to know that when we draw a graph between psi square and the r for all the 3 axes, सारे के सारे 3 axes में जो distribution curve मिला वो मुझे क्या मिला? Same मिला. And वो कब हो सकता है? जब मेरा जो structure है वो कैसा structure हो? Spherical structure हो. So this is 1s and this is 1s and this is 2s. So how 1s, 2s, 3s and etc. orbital vary from each other? First of all, on the basis of the nodes, उनमें जो nodes present होंगे, nodes आपके सब में क्या होंगे? Different होंगे. And in general, if we talk about the number of the nodes in ns orbital, that is equals to n minus 1. ns orbital में जो number of nodes हमारे होंगे वो क्या होंगे? n minus 1. 1s orbital 1 minus 1, that is 0. 2s orbital 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1, that is equals to 1. 3s orbital 3 minus 1, that is equals to 2. And second of all, the size and the energy. If I talk about 1s and 2s orbital, out of 1s and 2s orbital, the size of 2s orbital is greater than that of the 1s, and the energy of the 2s orbital is greater than that of the 1s, because we know that when we move towards the nucleus, due to the force of attraction, energy goes on decreasing. So 1s is near to the nucleus as compared to the 2s. That's why the energy of 2s is greater than that of the 1s. And the radius of 2s or the size of 2s is also greater than that of the 1s. Now we'll talk about the second orbital, that is the p orbital. Now we'll talk about the p orbital. Now, if we recall the quantum number in our mind, we know that for p orbital, L equals to 1, and therefore ml equals to minus 1, 0 and plus 1. Clear? We know that for p orbital L, that is the azimuthal quantum number, is equals to 1, and if azimuthal quantum number is equals to 1, then the value of magnetic quantum number varies from minus L to plus L including 0. Therefore ml becomes minus 1, 0 and plus 1. It means we have 3 different orientations for p subshell. Means p subshell में हमारे पास 3 different orientations हैं. It means 3 orbitals are present. But we all know that in the ground state, these 3 orbitals have equal energy, and therefore these 3 orbitals are known as degenerate orbitals. इन 3 orbitals को हम क्या कहते हैं? degenerate orbitals कहते हैं, क्योंकि इन orbitals की energy आपकी ground level पे क्या होती है? exactly same होती है. So we have 3 different orientations, and by using the Schrodinger wave equation and the graph between the psi square and the r, or by using the probability density curve, जो probability density curve है, probability density curve को जब हमने use किया, so हमने ये देखा कि around the nucleus के around आपका क्या है? 2 lobes बन रहे हैं, and in these 2 lobes the probability of finding the electron, p electron, is maximum. Clear? What we observed in probability density curve, we observed that around the nucleus 2 lobes are created where the probability of finding electron is maximum, and these 2 lobes are oriented in either x direction or y direction or z direction, and on the basis of this we get to know that we have 3 different orbitals for p subshell, that is px, py and pz. अब किस डायरेक्शन में आपको इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लाउड ज्यादा मिल रहा है, उस बेसिस पे हम फाइंड आउट करते हैं whether the electron is in px, py and pz. Now if we talk about by convention that out of minus 1, 0 and plus 1, which one is px, py and pz, by convention if ml is 0, it will be pz. ठीक है? And if ml is plus 1 and minus 1, it will be px and py, but it is not definite that px is plus 1 or py is minus 1. It is not definite between px and py, but for pz it is definite that ml value is 0. ml की वैल्यू pz के लिए हमारी 0 है, डेफिनेट है, लेकिन px एंड py के लिए अगर बात करें तो इट मे बी +1 और इट मे बी -1. नाउ इसका जो हमें ग्राफ मिला, इसका जब इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लाउड डायग्राम हमने ड्रॉ किया, इट इज लाइक दिस. सपोज इट इज x एक्सिस, here it is and here it is second lobe. क्लियर? सिमिलरली आपका जब y एक्सिस में हो जाएगा तो वो क्या हो जाएगा आपका py and in z एक्सिस इट बिकम्स pz. नाउ इफ आई पास अ प्लेन फ्रॉम हेयर, ठीक है, ये जो आपको स्पेस दिख रहा है, ये वाला जो स्पेस दिख रहा है, अगर इस स्पेस से मैं प्लेन पास करती हूँ, सपोज माई हैंड, दिस हैंड एक्ट लाइक अ प्लेन, ठीक है, ये जो हैंड है ये किसकी तरह एक्ट कर रहा है, एज अ प्लेन. और सपोज here this notebook acts like a plane, so like this. Clear? Now if it is visible to you that if I kept the notebook here, ठीक है, it cut the lobe into 2 equal half, it cut the structure into 2 equal halves. ठीक है, ये क्या कर रहा है, जो आपका स्ट्रक्चर है उसको 2 equal half में कट कर रहा है. It means it is a plane, ठीक है, इट इज अ प्लेन. और इस प्लेन को जब मैं यहां से पास कर रही हूं तो एट दिस पॉइंट द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ऑलमोस्ट 0 एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस प्लेन इज नोन एज नोडल प्लेन. ये जो प्लेन है, इस प्लेन को हम क्या कहते हैं, नोडल प्लेन. इन s ऑर्बिटल वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट अ नोडल सरफेस or simply node, and in this we have studied about a nodal plane. There is a difference between the nodal plane and in that we have studied about the spherical nodal or the radial nodal, ठीक है, and in this it is the planar nodal. तो दोनों अलग अलग हैं, क्या डिफरेंस है वो अभी हम थोड़ी देर में पढ़ेंगे. So when I pass a plane here, ये किससे पास होगा, न्यूक्लियस के एक ऐसे पॉइंट से पास होगा जहां पे प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन हमारा क्या है, ऑलमोस्ट 0. इट मीन्स इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द p इलेक्ट्रॉन, अगर मैं p इलेक्ट्रॉन की बात करूंगी, सो फॉर p इलेक्ट्रॉन द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग द इलेक्ट्रॉन नियर द न्यूक्लियस इज ऑलमोस्ट 0. ठीक है, एंड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट s ऑर्बिटल, जब हमने s ऑर्बिटल की बात की थी, सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ फाइंडिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन, s इलेक्ट्रॉन नियर द ऑर्बिटल इज मैक्सिमम. क्लियर? सो दिस आई गेट फ्रॉम द प्रोबेबिलिटी डेंसिटी कर्व. ये मुझे किससे पता चला है, प्रोबेबिलिटी डेंसिटी कर्व मीन्स द ग्राफ बिटवीन साई स्क्वायर एंड आर, एंड साई स्क्वायर की वैल्यू मुझे कहां से पता चली है, फ्रॉम द श्रोडिंगर वेव इक्वेशन. सो इन दिस वे px, py एंड pz, the value of pz is 0 and px and py आपका क्या हो जाएगा, -1 एंड +1. ये आपने px ड्रॉ कर दिया, आपका py हो गया और आपका pz हो गया. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट d ऑर्बिटल्स. अब हम किसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे, अबाउट d ऑर्बिटल्स, द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ d ऑर्बिटल. The shape of s orbital is spherical, the shape of p orbital is dumbbell shaped, and the shape of d orbital we'll study now. Okay, yes, one thing is more, that if we talk about p orbital, if I talk about p orbital, in p orbital 2 lobes are equal. ठीक है, there is equal probability density around the nucleus. So 2 lobes are equal, and in your book if you saw, here it is plus and here it is minus. So it doesn't mean that one lobe contain positive charge and another lobe contain negative charge. It doesn't mean like this. It means the value of psi. Clear? It means the value of psi which is positive as well as the negative. If I talk about psi, what is psi? Like this. ठीक है, here it is positive, here it is negative, here it is positive. And if I talk about psi square will always be positive. So positive and negative lobe doesn't mean that one lobe contain positive charge or one lobe contain negative charge. It simply represent the value of the psi which is positive and negative. Now if I talk about d orbital, if I talk about d orbital, for d orbital the value of L is 2, and if the value of L is 2, ml becomes -2, -1, 0, +1 and +2. It means for d shell we have L equals to 2, and we have 5 different orientation. It means 5 orbitals are present. 5 orbitals are present in d subshell, and these orbitals are also known as degenerate orbitals in their ground state, and these are named as dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. Clear? Now if by convention, अगर आपसे conventionally कोई पूछ ले that what is the value of dxy or dyz ml value, so if I talk about dz square, the value of dz square is 0. ठीक है, आप dz स्क्वायर की अगर बात करेंगे तो dz स्क्वायर के लिए जो वैल्यू होगी वो आपकी क्या होगी, हमारी 0. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट dxy and dx square minus y square, their value becomes plus minus 2. Now it is not decided that who is having plus 2 value or who is having minus 2 value, but these two have plus 2 or minus 2 value. Next, dyz and dzx, these two have plus minus 1 value. इनकी जो वैल्यू होगी वो हमारी क्या होगी, either plus 1 or minus 1. So dz square 0, dxy square equals to plus minus 2, dyx dzx equals to plus 1. Now the shape of d orbital is little bit complicated than that of the p orbital, because in d orbitals we have two lobes, two different lobes. Clear? It means double dumbbell shape. The d orbital shape is double dumbbell shape or clover leaf shape. Clear? Now when we draw the shape of different orbital, so if I talk about x, y, yz and zx, ठीक है, I'll give you a trick जिससे आप easily बना सकते हैं. Now simply draw two lines. ठीक है, आप एक true line को यहाँ पे draw करो. If you have to draw dxy, if you have to draw dxy, right here x and here y. Clear? Simply one lobe in between this and one lobe here. Clear? Though there is a z axis, ठीक है, it doesn't means कि मैं 2 dimension की बात कर रही हूँ. I am talking about the 3 dimension, but you want to draw in a simple way, so आप क्या कर सकते हो, simply like this, and here is the z axis. Here आपकी यहाँ पे क्या present है, आपकी z axis present है. So dxy, the structure like this. Now if you want to draw dyz, suppose. Clear? Keep it here z. Clear? The structure is same. If you want to draw dxz, clear? Make it x, xz, and the structure is same. Clear? So dxy, dyz, dxz. Simply you have to change the name of the axis. ठीक है, आपने simply जो axis है उसके name को क्या करना है, change करना है. Now the two one, that is the dx square minus y square and the dz square. So dx square y square, if I talk about dx square minus y square, so here it is x and here it is y. One lobe is in the x plane and another one is in the y plane. My lobes are not equal, but remember that two lobes are equal. जो दो lobes होते हैं हमारे यहाँ पे क्या होते हैं, equal होते हैं. Similarly, if I talk about dz square, it is like this. This is my z axis. One is this and another one is like this. This is my dz square. And the difference between the p orbitals and the d orbitals, हमने p orbitals में क्या पढ़ा, that if we talk about the two lobes of a dumbbell, अगर हम एक dumbbell के two lobes की बात कर रहे हैं, one carry positive and another carry negative charge. But if I talk about the double dumbbells of d orbital, the opposite two lobes contain the same charge. It means if this contain positive charge, this also contain negative, this contain negative, this contain negative. So positive, positive, negative, negative. Here positive, positive, negative, negative. Here if outer one is positive, the inner one is negative. So this is the difference between the d orbital and the p orbital. So how we get to know the shape of the orbitals, I hope it is clear to you that by using the probability density curve, we get to know that how and in which manner electrons are arranged around the nucleus at a particular point. Now initially I told you that we have two different planes. हमारे पास two different nodes होते हैं. One is the radial node and another one is the nodal plane. Clear? Now radial node depends on the principal quantum number as well as the azimuthal quantum number, whereas if I talk about the nodal plane, it depends on only on the azimuthal quantum number. So हमें कैसा पता चलेगा कि एक ऑर्बिटल में कितने नोड्स हैं? Now we'll learn how we get to know that in a particular orbital how many nodes are present. Clear? If I talk about radial or spherical nodes, now radial nodes present in any orbital is equals to n minus l minus 1. ठीक है, एक ऑर्बिटल में कितने रेडियल नोड्स हैं ये हमें कैसे पता चलेगा? n माइनस एल माइनस 1 के बेसिस पे. एंड द नंबर ऑफ द नोडल प्लेन और एंगुलर नोड्स, nodal plane or angular nodes is equals to L, and it depends only on L. So the value of radial node depends on principal quantum number as well as the azimuthal quantum number, but the value of the angular node or nodal plane depends only on the azimuthal quantum number. So total number of nodes present in any orbital is equals to sum of these two, n minus l minus 1 plus l, that is equals to n minus 1. So from this we get to know the value of the node which is present in a particular orbital. So if I talk about 2p orbital, अगर मैं 2p orbital की बात कर रही हूँ, so in 2p orbital I have one node. In 2p orbital I have one node. If I talk about 3p orbital, in 3p orbital I have two nodes. Clear? Now if I talk about 4d orbital, in 4d orbital I have three nodes. So with the help of this I get to know that how many nodes are present in a particular orbital. It means the areas where the probability of finding the electron is almost zero. So with the help of this formula we can able to know, and if it is asked in the question that total number of radial nodes present in particular orbital or total number of angular nodes present in orbital, don't use this formula. ठीक है, अगर आपसे स्पेसिफिकली पूछा है दैट द नंबर ऑफ रेडियल नोड प्रेजेंट इन ऑर्बिटल और नंबर ऑफ एंगुलर नोड प्रेजेंट इन ऑर्बिटल, यू हैव टू अप्लाई दीज टू फॉर्मूला. बट इफ इट इज आस्क्ड दैट द टोटल नंबर ऑफ नोड्स प्रेजेंट इन एनी ऑर्बिटल, देन सिंपली अप्लाई दिस फॉर्मूला. विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस फॉर्मूला you can get to know that how many orbitals are present in how many nodes are present in a particular orbital. So guys, that's all for today. I'll see you in my next video with new topics.